संस्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Sri Ramakrishna is telling, let me tell you one thing, Vijay, to Vijay Krishna Goswami. Don't trust a sadhu if he keeps bag and baggage with him and a bundle of clothes with many knots. I have seen such sadhus under the banyan tree in the Panchavati. 2 or 3 of them were seated there. One was picking over lentils, some were sewing their clothes, and all were gossiping about feast they had enjoyed in a rich man's house. They said among themselves, that rich man spent 100,000 rupees on the feast and fed the sadhu sumptuously with cakes, sweets, and many delicious things. All love. Vijay, it is true, sir. I have seen such sadhus at Gaya. They are called Lotawala sadhus of Gaya, sadhus carrying water pots. Now, we see everywhere usually what is trusted by the society generally is misused by evil forces to make a way to draw some advantages by wrong means. Now Ravana, when he goes to Sita, he goes in the garment of a sadhu. In those days, Treta Yuga, you can imagine how the sadhuhood, the dress is so much honored, and he's taking advantage of that. People will trust him and he can cheat them. When I was in Himalayas, I saw in Kankal area, Haridwar, so many, almost all ashramas give free food in the morning for all sadhus who go. Each ashrama feeds about 100-200 sadhus with normal food, 1 or 2 chapatis or rice and all that. For that sake, these beggar people also, I saw them in small tents living. They are coming out from dressing themselves like sadhus and putting tilaka and all this Gerwa dress and going, taking bhiksha, and also sitting with the other sadhus, eating, and coming back to Kutia, feeding all their children and all that, and changing their dress and moving about. But I saw many people honoring them. They said, I am a householder. Anybody comes in the guise of a sadhu, I don't mind. Whatever I can do, I am doing my part. On my part, he is a sadhu who has come to my door and asking for bhiksha. Why? He is cheating me or what? There is another power which is going to take care of him. I am nobody to judge. I am here to help and serve. I am doing my duty as a householder. His karma, his carries. I don't enter into that because once my mind is soiled, when the genuine sadhu comes, I will be distrusting him. I will be questioning myself. Is he worthy of giving a harm? After all, what am I going to do? I am not going to give all my property to him, but a morsel of food he is asking for. Even if it is cheat, he is asking, he has come as a beggar. My part is to give. Such people on one side the cheats who are misusing these. In Shankaracharya's Bhajagovindam we hear a similar thing. Udara nimittam bahukrita vesham. Udara nimittam. For the sake of stomach, they are making so many type of putting on the dress of a sadhu. This happens at all times, but Sri Ramakrishna is warning because we may, as sadhakas, if we go in expectation of a satsanga or in expectation of some holy company, we will be wasting our time. Most precious thing is time. Every moment counts. For wasting a few minutes, you may miss the realization in this life. So Sri Ramakrishna is very cautious that his children, who the sadhakas, must not get, their time should not be wasted, and they should not have a wrong understanding of this one. Depend on God, call on God, and then be normal without suspecting, without this one. Be normally cautious. It is called prudence. With all normal prudence, whatever is done is considered as innocent. Even in banks and other places, we pay the checks issued by the customers. Bank people who keep the bank account, they issue a check. The check can be fraudulent. We see the signature, this, that, everything. We see the authenticity, everything. In spite of that, the cheating will go on. There, the law says, with normal prudence, if the check is honored, the payment is done with all innocence, and he is free from the guilt. Is considered as innocence in law. So this part with normal prudence, that prudence is an important part. Thakur used to say, be a devotee but not a fool. Why should you be a fool if you are being a devotee? That doesn't suit. But with normal prudence you'll go and just look at them. If your time is going to waste, if you are not going to get anything, and in return if it is going to harm anything, just walk off. So this walking off is not neglect or hatred or this, that, nothing. We don't have time to spend or do it. We are not capable of changing them. If great souls move, such people, they can transform. But ordinary people, we are struggling to evolve. Where is the time? Where is the opportunity to change others? But to the extent, be cautious. Allah. Vijay, it is true, sir. I have seen such sadhus at Gaya. They are called Lotawala sadhus of Gaya. Master to Vijay. When love of God is awakened, work drops away of itself. Work drops away. When love of God is awakened, it is exactly like the body, mind, heart and all aspects of human existence are provided to us, given to us with an exceptional purpose to transcend the nature and go beyond. The human body alone has that provision to transcend the nature and attain total freedom from nature. Now, that being purpose, now you see, when the love is awakened, the work drops away. We see a seed. Seed's husk is there. Husk has only one purpose. The seed must germinate. Otherwise it has no other purpose. If you remove the husk, if it is damaged also, it will not germinate. But once the germination comes, it has no purpose, no more purpose to serve. The germination is over, it peels off and falls there at the germination comes out, and the germination is root. It touches the ground, and what was inside, that dichotomy, it becomes vertical, and you see it is splitting into two, and the shoot is coming out. Germination is root. Root takes the soil, and the husk has already fallen down. That is the only purpose of that husk, to make it germinate. Once it is germinated, it falls off by itself, and nothing to be done. It has no use. It may become fertilizer later on, but this is the only purpose. The body mind has only purpose for the divine love to awaken, for the pure jnana and bhakti to manifest in and through that body. Once it is done, it falls off. All the work and things, what he was wanted to acquire, all that ends. The work falls off. He cannot do any more work. Now, in ecstatic love of God, he remains taken fully care by nature and God. Once the divine love awakens, God has to be there with the devotee, taking care of him, because he is in ecstatic state of love that he is not able to take care of his own bodily existence. When a child, Sri Ramakrishna often says, when a child is there, somebody will hold its hand and make him sit, where to sit for food, how to go, and everywhere. Once he grows up, nobody need to hold. He holds the hands of others, other children. So like that, the work drops off, the purpose being over. Work drops away by itself. You need not give up the work. If God makes some men work, let them work. It is now time for you to give up everything. Renounce all and say, O my mind, may you and I alone behold the Mother, letting no one else to intrude. The time, the important part of life is over. He is telling to Vijay Krishna Goswami, and he has led a all struggle life to reach God, and by grace of God, he has come to the feet of Sri Ramakrishna, and Ramakrishna is guiding him further. He belongs to Goswami class of Vaishnavas, and highly elevated state he is to remain, and now the time has come. Before the body falls off, he has to reach the goal, and Sri Ramakrishna is asking him, now finish off the task for which you have come to this world, for which you have taken the human body. And when I went to Puri Jagannath, there is his samadhi, where he ended his life, Puri Jagannath. There his one perhaps stone image is there, kept there, Vijay Krishna Goswami's, and it is an ashrama where other sadhus also can come and stay. There is Thakur's picture or small image, I think. If I am correct, long back I had gone, but Vijay Krishna Goswami, that ashrama and his image is kept there. Again I will read. It is now time for you to give up everything. Renounce all. It is time for you to give up everything. A mature time comes, you see. Before that maturity, spiritual maturity comes, you cannot, it will be wastage of time. You will neither be doing your duties to the world, nor doing something which is beneficial in any way. So when the time comes, maturity comes, that he can renounce, and all things become favorable to renounce and go. Situations come in such a way that you will be forced to leave once you are grown up. And we all, almost all sadhus, that especially of our Ramakrishna tradition, we hear each other, how that he was able to renounce, what happened. And we invariably see the circumstances slowly developing and making that soul live that joyfully, nothing lacking. Most of the sadhus are all capable people who could nicely flourish in the world. But the understanding, an intuitive understanding comes. Oh, I am not meant for this. I have a different purpose to fulfill. Let me go now. That from inside that understanding comes. And small circumstances come in such a way, something indicating that you have to renounce. Another thing is, I cannot live here. Now the time, I cannot, this world is not meant for me. I have only part to play in this world is to serve. I have nothing to attain, nothing to gain. I have to gain something which I can give back to this world and go. So a kind of understanding. From within it appears, and the circumstances become so much favorable and compulsive. Both are there. It is conducive and also compulsive. It is you have to live and go. No other alternative, like situations come, circumstances come in such a way that yes, the time has come, the call has come. So the mind, it is now time for you to give up everything. Renounce all and say, oh, you see, everyone cannot renounce and everyone need not renounce. Some renounce externally. Most of the people have to live renounce internally. External renunciation, giving up and running away, may not be possible for all because of some obligations or some to be fulfilled, or somebody to be taken care, or else some karmic load is pending. Some experiences are still necessary being there in that situation. When people leave and come, when people leave and go, they say that you have come here not only because of your wisdom or understanding. Your karmas are there that you have to live here, and your vasanas are there that you have to live here and work out those karmas and vasanas. Similarly, you are going to some place to stay or live there. There are certain karmas which you have to work out there. So like that, some karmas will be there which you have to work out in the family life, but renunciation becomes essential. If external is not possible, and you will renounce. So many people used to come to Thakur, and many were there, as much great, as much totally dedicated, as much true to themselves as any sadhu who has renounced. There are people, they are called Gupta sannyasis. Within they are sannyasis, they look like householders. In the guise of householder, there are sannyasis. They are sannyasis. Similarly, just now we saw how the cheats are there in the guise of sadhu. In the guise of a sadhu, there can be a householder. In the guise of a householder, there can be sadhu also. This world is a vichitra jagat. Something very difficult to explain, but all are moving towards the divine ultimately. God is present and every soul is potentially divine. Each has to wait for his turn, working out all things, experiencing what is he has to experience, and the process of evolution nature maintains. Renounce all and say, O mind, may you and I alone behold the Mother, letting no one else intrude. Mind is almost all saints, you see, they address their own mind. Oh mind, don't go there. Oh mind, come here. Oh mind, sit there. Because that is the one force within us which is under the sway of vasanas. Intellect, vasana cannot hold intellect, nor body, nor senses, nothing it can hold. They are all independent things. But mind, it catches hold of, because all these are under the power of mind. Mind is holding the senses. Senses bring information only. Senses bring, I see some mango in the tree. It is bringing, eyes are bringing only the information, it is there. To pluck it or to like it or dislike it or comment on it or criticize it or praise it, everything is a part of mind. According to what is software inside, it starts reacting to that. It just brings the information. The mind is the receiver of that information and reacting to that according to the software inside, what it has acquired. So these senses cannot be held because they are just servants bringing information. Buddhi cannot be held because it is endowed with wisdom. And other things, body it cannot hold, vasanas. All these are under the control of mind. If I catch hold of mind, all this will obey. Suppose I have desire to eat something, then the vasanas catch hold of mind. Mind will immediately rush to acquire that object. I want to eat, I want to eat, I want to eat. Buddhi also, which is all powerful and independent, has a motherly affection for mind, and it makes all possible things for the mind to fulfill that. So mind, it is mind which is going to ultimately do and undo things. So addressing mind like a spoiled child is again and again taught by mother, come here my child. With all love and care, it addresses like that. The saints and all people, all sadhakas address their own mind. Mind, don't go there. Oh mind, you have seen what is the consequences Ravana had. What is the consequences of others who went in that direction of kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, all they experienced you saw. Why are you running behind? Come, let us go. Sri Ramakrishna is telling, it is one of the songs from this phrase or the line from a song. O mind, may you and alone behold mother, letting no one else intrude. Saying this, Sri Ramakrishna began to sing in his soul enthralling voice. Cherish my precious mother Shama tenderly within, O mind. May you and I alone behold her, letting no one intrude. O mind, in solitude enjoy her, keeping the passions all outside. Take but the tongue, that now and then it may cry out, O mother, mother. Suffer no breath of base desire to enter and approach us there, but bid true knowledge stand on guard, alert and watchful evermore. How to meditate? Sri Ramakrishna is explaining the process of meditation. How you are going to protect yourself, how are you going to enter within, how are you going to enjoy the company of God. Because as divine, you can enjoy divine. As dream person, you can enjoy the dream world. As waking person, you can enjoy the waking world. So in meditation, how are you going to enjoy? What will you be, your state and status? So, Om Niranjanam Nityamananta Rupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.